What's going on with you brothers and sisters? What y'all got going on? For all my kings and queens, my alphas, my sigmas, and my illuminated chosen ones. Listen, folks. I just made a first vlog this morning when I was about to go for my morning walk, and sitting down at the park, had to redo the video, and obviously made the one, had to talk about you are the paranoia for those who are around you. So I just made it at the house. So basically I'm going to make that video first about you are the paranoia, and basically I'm going to make this video here last, and then so I couldn't think of what I was basically about to make a video about when I was just like having my good piece of late night walk, and then obviously I'm going to go live after this, whatever, and then so yeah, let's get into it. I was just going for my walk all over downtown because I haven't been at downtown for a hot minute. So I see things basically looking new, looking clean, and looking fresh, and then I see some of the buildings, sidewalks gotta be more redid, and gotta be even more fixed. Then I just seen some very, very nice, wealthy people, and some very, very good looking people, even more attractive, even more handsome, even more charismatic into some things. Then so I'm just walking, just up, minding my business, just trying to listen to some music, just to spend time with my business. Am I just like going within like self-love, self-care, self-respect, self-worth, self-trust, and self-belief. And obviously my earplugs were dead, but I really wasn't bragging and complaining. Then I really wasn't like, man, I gotta go through some shit all through people. I'm gonna be laughed at, I'm gonna be made fun of. No, it really wasn't by no mistake. It did that for a reason, just because nobody couldn't get different like you. Nobody couldn't get better like how you do. Nobody couldn't get the love like how you get. Because imagine they just said it to your face, and when they see all the good looking, all the good stuff, they just laughing just because people around you couldn't. Because I have like a good decent friend that's like just like laughing, just gonna because like gonna be like, I'm proud of you, just because nobody couldn't get the good frame, nobody couldn't get the good mind, nobody couldn't get like how you think. Then they're just laughing at it just because they still be around with those people because they don't even trust those other people, because like they trust you behind that, just because whether they really want to get it all in with you, and just because they don't want to get it all in with them, because like when you, it's that real deal, they really want to give it to you, just like in the goodest in the bad, because they just trying to like play with their mind games and tricks, just because of how much they just love to hear lies, and they just love to just hear some BS, like false things. But around you, they just like to hear all the good truth and all the good wisdom, just because your energy and your frame cannot resist of her and him as well. They just really want to hang with you, like chill with you, like whether want to do some push-ups with you, whether they really want to do something even more fun and amazing, like going on a train, want to do something like whether like going to get food, like whether you really want to like drink whatever, then that they just like talking about real stuff and real business. And then that whether they get like a text message or a phone call, go like, well, I gotta go, man, because I definitely got to gotta hear some false BS lies, and that I will keep you posted, bro. And whether you just giving them a fist bump, they just obviously just want to give you a husband, like, I love you, man. Don't ever think that I'm just like, oh, I just headed towards you, because I'm just doing it because I'm just around these type of people. But when I'm around you, I keep it even more blunt and even more real. Because look, I don't ask for your money, whether I got some money, because just let me pay all of it for you, young man. Just let me do all of it for you. Like, just keep your money, keep all of it in place. And that's why you have to keep it all to yourself. And obviously though, after that just happened, about to go to the Chick-fil-A, into the coffee shop, whatever, or just like really want to give you something like good and good on, and then you see this fucking Negro, and the dude looks like he is in his 40s or in his 50s, like still dressed like a bomb, like a shitty ass person, but obviously the dude have pulled something out of his pocket, just like whip out the knife, and in public in front of everyone. And then I really just like look at this dude. Then I had to walk over across the street, just like I really wasn't running for my life. I was like, get away from me! Stay away! Get away! Get away! No, I was like doing even more manlier. Was doing even more authentic. Like I really wasn't scared of shit. Because make sure, just keep on looking back. Make sure that motherfucker won't even sneak up behind me. But obviously, there's a fucking woman was laughing like, ha 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 ha. Then I was like, you bitch, stupid hoe. You really wasn't witnessing on how that happened in that moment. You was further at the back, and the fucking man was like, had to walk through that shit. And I seen a police officer, and then I was like, hey, what's going on, officer? Then that he didn't hear me. He just looked away. Then I was like, hey, how's it going, sir? And he didn't even say anything. He like just fucking ignored me. Then I just looked at this. He was like, okay. And he was a black cop, by the way. Like there are some black cops doesn't even like black folks. Then there are some black folks like their black folks. Black cops teach their black people even more shitty and crazy. And some non-racial cops treat them even more fair kind of respect, just to get them minds right for the better, to get their peace, to get their justice of what we had lost. And I see another cop, he was even more Hispanic. Then I was like, hey sir. Then he just looked away, and then just like walked, like he just like walking straight, about to get into this car. Then I was like, well, F it. It's just me, myself, and Illuminated. And I just like kept on walking to like I'm downtown, like I'm about to get out of it and walk further. Then I just see like the goodest pink clouds and the goodest nice sun, and it was definitely even looking more good and magnificent. And then so went to Tom Thumb, about to go get me some water, and then I just see all of this type of good delicious stuff. Then that I just get the most attractiveness, this and that. So whether I just approached the women, then so, excuse me now, is y'all closed? And then she said, yeah, like kinda in a very rude way. Then I was like, alright, bet. Then so I went to go learn how to do this thing on my own. Basically I did it very well. I did it very, very fair. Then I had to go approach this man. So obviously I was like, okay, just let me use my mind. And I did this. And basically it was turning out just good and fine. And I seen that woman that I basically had approached it for about the thing that I asked that it was closed. Obviously, she was like right next to me, like close next to me. Then I just really want to put all the stuff there and there and there and there. And then I really wasn't paying attention or whatever, but just my energy was so much fairer, charming, and respect. It was like, don't give a damn. And I had walked out and I looked at her, and then I just looked away, just constantly go my own way. And then that's so. See just some other type of people, like you see all these females like in a car, just really want to wave this and that. Then I just look at them like, who the hell are y'all? And it's like I'm driving like all slow. Then that about to go to Chick-fil-A, obviously they follow me there. And then that so I seen this person that I haven't seen like about in 2 years, 3, 4 to 5 years. And then so she looked at me pretty closely, so she had called my name, Roderick. Then I didn't say anything because I was just like focusing on what I can order. Then I just wait there, stand there, and all eyes on me. Then that it really scares some people just because of my light and my energy of my newer frame. And I thought that was like a man gonna be giving out my food. Then that seeing a woman gonna be like, Roderick. Then I was like, okay. Then I just like grab it, then I just head nod, like, which means thank you. And then that, man, it was crazy. And went at this type of place I can just like eat by myself in the dark. And I just like to be by myself recently, and then I'm still getting following, getting watching, whatever. But basically, just like for a good type of love thing. But basically, I see that as like a healing, kind, and respect, even more integrity, even more boldness. Just like having good gold within me, just like seeking my own treasure within. And that, so, yeah, that is how I am fun around, and I am the best around because I am even more real, charming, and charismatic around these things. But that is why this craziest Negro pulled a freaking knife, just like whoosh, clicked it until it pops up, and this nasty hoe just really wanted to laugh, but she really wasn't witnessing of what that happened, and that these two cops just ignored me. And then so I went my own way. Then I get the nice attractiveness, and I was like, damn! Just like I said in my own video, I am living my life in mysterious ways, and I am working on my own life in mysterious ways, because I'm not living that life of who I used to live, and I'm not going back there, or how I used to see myself from the old me with so much insecure, caring about everybody think or say, waking up at the wrong side of the bed with no energy, breath stinking all bad, no cologne, no hygiene, not even taking no shower that much. Now I am taking showers every day because I used to gain weight, my face is even more puffy, I was just so slimy and ugly with acne. But now, since I lost pounds, I have a freaking 8-pack now, and I got these chest muscles, and my face is even more flatter and fatter, because these beta muscles hate me just because that's how they see about themselves. You know, stinking up, you know, they look all rusty and rusty and rusty, because you know, no true masculine man don't want to be around with no toxic masculinity, and no true man really want to be around with no toxic femininity. It's all about smoking, drugs, really want to sleep all day. Whenever you really want to wake up, you wake up when you really want to wake up. Play video games on social media, gonna be like, it's my life, Roderick. But your life sucks though. You're still living your life like it's 5 years to 10 years. Because you got no self-esteem. You got no standards, and you got no boundaries. But when you be 25 to 30, dude, you still gonna be living the same life as you was young, as you was a teenager. And that's a fact. That is how I made that about. They are paranoid. I mean, you are the paranoia for those who are around you, just because they really want to look at the good, attractive for your handsomeness. They don't. Because like whether you see like a good, decent, attractive woman, like good, I bet you, when you wake up out of your bed or whatever, and when I see that, it's gonna be, whoo, shit, I gotta get in my freaking room just to make sure you can breathe, like, then that, when you walk out, you about to go shower, brush your teeth, breakfast, this and that. Dude, I've seen all of that when I was about young, okay? Like young, but now since I am older, that there's happening to me now. But I am a freaking adult of a man, just because, man, it's getting crazier and crazier. It's like when I'm sitting down, just like staying in my own lane, staying out of the way. Dude, it started to happen on to me, like whether you see like a good looking woman, and you just like caught them in the eye, dude, they walk away, or they had to sit like further and further away, but still looking at you. Okay, so I'm gonna talk about that some other time, real soon. I'm gonna talk about that some other time. So I'm about to go live, and then so I see our brothers and sisters in the field. Take care of yourself and stay healthy. You always gotta stay healthy wherever you go, in your house or anywhere, because make sure you don't want to get no disease. Weed smokers, drug addicts, people who use the bathroom but don't even wash their hands, they don't even brush their teeth twice a day, but don't even take showers twice a day. It's because you take showers twice a day, and when you come home from like spending a night in nature for about 1 day or whatever, then you come home. Yes, you take a good, decent cold bath to get your energy to keeping balanced and even more elevated. And you brush your teeth on that when you wake up in the morning as well. And dude, you keeping it a blunt, you keep it even more 100. It's just because they mad, just because they couldn't get the life like you. Because They worry and focusing on your life that it's not even theirs. Because, you know, they cock block. When it gets to your cologne or this and that, they want to use your stuff just because they don't even like put it in a direct place. Go be like, I don't ask Roger for nothing. I don't ask Roger for shit. But when it gets to my good things though, you fuck with it. Because that is how you really do want to fuck with me. Just because you really do want to ask for it, because I got the goodest stuff than you, my guy. You get the boring, raggedy stuff. Just as how you see people got the same shit, raggedy stuff, just like they got because of you got it. And whether a person that been coming at it for years, now look at your bum ass. You out there selling drugs and buying drugs because you was growing up for all that bullshit. Just because you chose that path, my guy. Nobody didn't chose that shit but you. Since when I was young and when I was older, I don't let that shit to weight me down. How much it's weighting you down, bad and bad and bad. Look at your ass, selling drugs, doing that and that because you really want that. You really want that because how they were. That's how the black community is going by, and I am very, very thankful and proud and happy I don't chose that community. Guess what? I'm not a part of it, and I'm not one of them. They fucked every day. They fucked and fucked and fucked over and over and over. I don't chose that path. I don't chose that direction. Deathcore community, deathcore scenes, the straight edge community and straight edge scenes, the true masculine and the true feminine scenes. Dude, I am a part of that stuff without even trying. I don't need to fucking sign up because it is in my blood. It is in my DNA because I was made that way. And still am and still will be till this day. No cap. And as always, stay conscious and subconsciously, and let's go along with the day-to-day of our good looking journey. And I will see y'all soon.